It's Spaces Sims, and we're back with more on the Sims 4 Kindred Spirits. And today is Yuki battling Elphaba. Ooh, are you excited? Like, it's been a hot minute since I played because I was away last week, so I didn't get to record on Saturday. I recorded some stuff earlier this week, before I went away, so I'd have a little bit of a buffer because I was like, there's no way I could do like 2 weeks worth of stuff. So like the last week or so has been like weird for recording, like whatever. Anyway, not like last week. I didn't record all of last week's stuff. I always record the Saturday before, but this week's stuff I'm balancing between having recorded even further before it was due, like than I would have like the week before, like, or I'm recording it like, oh my god, I got 2 days to like record and process. Like, so anyway, it's been a while, whatever. But yeah, and we're lucky, I hope you're enjoying this. We're lucky we're here because I almost freaking died. So, gonna be hearing a lot about that for the next like month, because I swear to God, every time I record something, I'm gonna be like, I almost died. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen the story. Like, yeah, no, inches away from a boat taking me out on the highway. And like, if I had been 30 seconds later, like deciding to pass the guy that was trailering the boat would have flipped over on my car. And there is like, and I think about that, I'm like, I could not have survived having a huge boat on top of me. Like, I definitely would have died. And like, if he had hit me, like, cause he came so close. Like, I could hear, like, it sounded like, when, like, if you're driving on the highway and the person in front of you kind of goes over into the breakdown lane a little, sometimes, like, the rock and the gravel and the crap from that lane will, like, kind of throw back at your car, and you hear, like, the tinking noise of, like, rocks hitting you. Or, like, if you're driving in the breakdown lane for some reason, or on a gravel road, that sound of, like, gravel or little rocks hitting your car. I heard a noise like that, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and, like, the boat was like coming behind my car. And I had been pushed over to the side a little bit because like there was a dead animal in the road. So I had like kind of moved over further to the left. But I'm like, if I hadn't been in the spot I was, or if I hadn't pushed over a little bit to avoid that thing in the road, like there's no question he would have hit my car. Like that boat would have hit the back end of my car. And I'm like, and doing like 76 miles an hour, I was on cruise control, thank God. Because that too, if I wasn't on cruise control, I might have like, oh my god, taken my foot off the gas or hit the brake and like not been thinking of it. Like you just have that instant reaction to do it. But like, even just, oh my god, you take your foot off the gas a little bit would have, like, there's so many little things you're like, if this, these tiny little minute details. If I hadn't been going 76 and I'd only been passing him at 75, I wouldn't have been in the position I was, and that boat would have hit me. It was like an inch away from me. But the only reason it didn't hit is because I had pushed over, I was going 76, and I had cruise control on. So like, when I see his boat coming into I'm like, dude, I remember thinking, I'm going to get taken out by a boat. Like, I'm going to get hit by a boat. And then it kind of went back into the slow lane again, and I was like, wow, that could have been really bad, as it then warp speed came into the fast lane sideways, snapped the entire boat trailer off his truck and flipped down the highway. And I was like, what? Why are you peeing with your cat, you weirdo? Oh, I love you. But yeah, so, it doesn't escape my notice that I was literally like an inch from death. And if that trailer had hit me, going as fast as I was, just the way, it wouldn't have just like pushed my back end. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Feel the love. Come back. He wants to play. Hold on. Pet care. Friendly. Where's the play with laser pointer? He wants to play with laser pointer. You can see it, so we will do this. I guess he just needed to play. But anyway, yeah, it would have hit my back end, and it would have pushed my car, would have pushed my back end out from underneath me. And I just have no doubt the way the highway was far enough over to the left. I'm like, I probably would have, my back end would have spun out, and I wouldn't have just spun down the highway. I'm like, my car probably would have flipped. Like, I mean, I am low and aerodynamic, but not so aerodynamic that a boat smashing into me is going to just be... And I might have been able to walk away from that. Which is... I feel like I'm being really optimistic that if I flipped my car, I would have been able to survive, but my birds wouldn't have. I had the birds in the car with me. And then all I kept thinking afterward was like, look, I could not handle if my car flipped. I do not want my car to be totaled. I love my car, okay? But I'm like, but if I survived, okay, great, but then I got to deal with the fact that my birds are dead? That hurt me more than thinking that, like, my car could have flipped and I could have almost died. Because I was trying at the time to be like, well, like, my car flipped, like, maybe I would have survived. Like, I was trying to be optimistic about it. But then, like, I just kept thinking about it for 3 hours. The rest of the 3-hour drive, I was almost 3 hours away from home. The rest of the drive, just seeing it in my head constantly and then just thinking, like, my God, if I hadn't been shoved over, like, if I hadn't moved over a little bit, he would have hit me. If I hadn't been doing 76, every time I was passing people mostly at 75 on my cruise control. What prompted me after being behind the truck trailering a boat and deciding to pass them instead of just, okay, I'm going to do 75 and pass them leisurely because there was no reason to go faster. Why did I go 76 to pass them? Why did I just bump up a little? I mean, and like, I had been driving, like, he got on the highway and I thought, okay, there's no way he's going to pick up speed that fast. So I had gotten over in the fast lane as he was merging on and then he's going and I'm like, all right, fine. So I got behind him. There was a car behind him too. I think they might be traveling with him. And like, what you doing? Why don't you, can you grab have a quick meal? Why don't you grab some cereal? Where are you going? Just grab some cereal. I need you to eat a little. We're going to go do Elphaba and stuff like that, but I want to give him some time and like, whatever. We don't need to go. It's 3 p.m. already. It's because I've been telling this whole story, but like, yeah, no. Anyway, and I'm just thinking like if I hadn't decided to pass him, if I'd been like, I'll just slow down a little bit and stay back here. Well, first of all, then I probably would have had both parts on my car because when it flipped, I would have been a little too close. Sure, it would have been in the fast lane and I would have been in the slow lane, but parts of that boat went flying down the highway. I saw them. So I would have gotten like a freaking piece of a boat in my car. So that would have been awesome. Deal with that bullshit. I already have to call the insurance company and be like, hey, so on the way to Florida, I have 2 giant rock chip, like 2 cracks in my windshield now. And then like, oh, and by the way, like, so then it's like, oh, and by the way, then when I was coming home, I have a boat in my car. Like, how the fuck? Look, I never thought death by a boat was something I had to worry about, okay? I drive down the highway and all of a sudden I just have this strong visual of like a deer jumping in front of my car and like the impact hitting it and it freaks me out. I don't know why. I have a vivid imagination of this shit happening and it terrifies me. So I'm always like, oh God, now I'm going to die for deer or like my apartment's going to burn down or shit. Bird, are you okay? The little bird can't figure out his shit now that he's not in his travel cage and he's back home. He keeps like falling all over the ground. I do not know what's wrong with him. He's fine. He's on the floor by the cages. He'll be fine. He'll figure it out. But like, I never thought death by boat was something I would ever have to worry about. But again, if I had been like, and passed, that was not what I thought of at first, but I thought about that afterward. Oh my God, if I hadn't passed him when I did. Well, first of all, a couple of seconds would have meant the boat hits me, you know, but like 30 seconds would have meant that I would have been right there in the perfect spot probably for when he swerved, even if I started to like, oh shit, slam on my brakes. But that boat would have snapped off and flipped onto my car. And like, there's a very small window here of I was not going to die. And it was how it actually worked out. And that's basically it. And it's just like, holy shit, I have never, like you've seen before, like, hey, I stopped and got gas and then all of a sudden there was an accident on the highway and like, you think to yourself like, wow, I could have been involved in that. Or like, it could have been if I hadn't been 10 minutes late leaving. Like I thought of that when I left my mom's house and I was getting on the highway and there was an accident and I was like, if I had left like 10 minutes sooner, I might have missed this. And I'm like, well, if I left 10 minutes sooner, maybe I would have been in the middle of it or involved in it. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh, And then, like, several hours later, I almost get taken out by a boat. Like, fuck you, universe. What is your problem? Don't be a dick. So, like, and I, like, was recounting the story to, like, people at work today. I'm like, oh, my God, I almost got taken out by a boat, whatever. And then I realized afterward, I'm like, oh, my God, my hands are shaking thinking about it again. Like, is that normal? I've never had, like, a, oh, hey, Lachlan, we can't hang out with you. I got to travel. I've never had a near-death experience like this. I've never seen a boat flip down a highway. I just don't. And yet, when I was trying to find like an accident report, because I wanted to be like, look, this almost killed me. It's like it doesn't exist. Although if you search for like the highway and boat accident, whatever, it's amazing the amount of people who cannot drive a truck with a boat trailer and flip their fucking boats down highways. Holy goddamn shit. Isn't this what we have driver's licenses for? Shouldn't you have to know how to... what the hell is he doing? Playing in the rain. Okay. Shouldn't you have to know how to trailer a fucking boat and drive that? I don't know. Magic. Spells, that's what I wanted. Transportally to the magic realm. But like, no, we're just going by ourselves. Oh, now he's magically here. Okay, so Lachlan's probably going to see you, but it's alright. But like, I don't know where I was going with that because I got distracted by trying to do this. It's amazing. Holy shit. The amount of people who flip their boats on the highway. Holy Christ. Oh. But like watching it go down the highway, it was like, it's still imprinted in my brain and it still doesn't feel real, despite the fact that like my body is like, no, bitch, that was fucking real. We almost fucking died. Like, it's still like, I didn't know. It still feels like a dream. Like my mind, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, part of me feels like it was a dream. It didn't happen. Like, I don't know. I just imagined it really well. But another part of me is like, holy shit. Like, my body shakes when I think about it. Absorb moat. Absorb moat. I'm just going to do this a couple times. We need to absorb our moats. And I think we might have to talk to Elphaba. Where is she? Do we see her anywhere? That's Simeon. She's usually downstairs. There's that bitch. Can we... I guess we have to do a... Let's do a respectful introduction. Even though I don't know if she's going to care if we bow to her and shit, but like... We'll do... Oh! Chat with Morgan. Oh. He's like, never mind. Morgan! And Morgan's like, alright, bye. I know what you have to do. More choices. I guess we can't, like, magic. No. Ask to teach ultimate mischief spell. Oh, cool. Is she gonna do this now? Haha. Yes! So we literally only have one more left. Okay, now we're going to... This is like, it's kind of like, I feel like we should be mean and like... I don't want to be mean, but I want to argue about politics. Sure. This war between the spellcasters, this is bullshit. You were trying to get me there to kill them, weren't you? And you were trying to have me resurrect Raiden so that I would kill him and like... What the hell? That's rude. That's wrong. I don't appreciate this. That's what we're doing. We're gonna... And then we're gonna argue about music. We need to argue about some things like... Mischief.
Funiata, John Josanessa, Bahira.
I don't know, we're just gonna do some like... I kind of feel like they should have like... Yell at her. And then we'll challenge her to a heated duel. I mean, it's like we just came here and we're gonna challenge her to... I feel like I thought we were gonna have to like chat with her about stuff.
Skiba.
We'll get some magic stuff.
Shulipa Fwoj.
Yeah, Fizzbar Canify.
Duka.
Bahira Harsha?
Okay, we'll stop the yelling. We don't need to yell at her.
Gamip.
Kabuna. Arashio. Ayubo. Ikohud.
Oh, sure, now you're tired.
Barshde Luda.
This is gonna be like a quick part because this is the way these all go. Like, where we're just like, let's do this.
Kinkuya.
Awkward encounter.
Fadish.
More choices. Magic. Challenge to duel.
Yekla.
Challenge to a heated duel.
Laguna.
No.
Brashu and Arva. Huh.
More choices. Magic. Heated duel. We're going to challenge her to a heated duel because we're angry. She's angry. And we better win. Because if we don't win, we're going to have to, like... I'm going to challenge you to a heated duel. Yeah. Look, they're both... Oh, my God. And he's, like, now walking down there. You weirdos. Look at them just angry walking. He's like, hey, Morgan. Morgan. Oh. Are we going to the duel? We got stopped by Morgan. He was like, be careful. Is she here? Where'd she go? Where is she? I thought she was ahead of us. Oh, there she is. Oh, shit. She got here fast. She's standing so far away. Oh, there she goes. Got a little glitchy, huh? Kick her ass, Yuki. No, Yuki, come on, you can do it. Yuki, don't die. What the hell is this woman doing? Getting him. Have first kiss with Morgan. We're gonna get rid of that. He's your dad. I cannot believe. Heated duel. Do it again. Do it again. You have to beat her. We're gonna have to. You have to keep fighting her until you beat her. Can you just go away, please? Go away. You're in the middle of my duel, lady. I cannot believe that this bitch. We'll pin this, though. I love that. First kiss with Morgan for being around a friendly relationship. You cannot have a first kiss with someone who's supposed to technically be your dad. I know he's not really in this, but, like, that's the story we're going with. So, Yuki, that whim is really weird. Also, we are far more powerful than her, so that is bullshit that she keeps winning this. How does she keep winning? Hold on. I know, but I need to change you. You're hot here. Some of his outfits confused the fuck out of me for a second. Let's just put you in this because it's warm. Kick her ass this time, Yuki. Don't. Yuki! How the hell do you keep losing to her? You are, like, way more powerful than she is. I'm just gonna cheat your needs up. I don't understand how you kicked Morgan's ass. How does he keep losing to her? He knows, like, all of the spells except for one. Like, maybe, like, a heated duel isn't the right one? Like, uh-oh. Spellcasting is more powerful, but success chance is slightly decreased. Oh, great. He's gonna end up getting cursed now trying to battle Alphaba. You have to defeat her so we can kill her. Okay, there we go. Because we have to kill her. MC Command Center! Is it under cheats? Commands? Center commands. Maintain. Kills him. Death by spellcaster overload. Sure, that works. Oh, well okay. Never mind. She's just dead now. Alright. That was a little anticlimactic. But okay. Look at him sparkling. Oh, discharge. I've never seen my Sims do that before. Because I've never had a Sim spellcaster get up like that. Cool. Yuki, that was neat. Man, we gotta play with spellcasters more, I'm just saying. Wait, what are you doing? Well, now I know it was you doing that, asshole. There's like a little food dish that goes in there so the little bird has, food. Because he always, like, ends up... Fat pig bird eats all little bird's food, right? So Neelix always eats all of his food, so I put an extra dish in there. And then there's Neelix, like, frickin'... Like, alright, I'm gonna... And then we want to get to know more choices. Friendly. Where is... Get to know. Is he training people or is he just watching them? I have no idea what he's doing. They're having a duel. I can't believe we had to duel Elphaba 3 times to win. Okay, heated duel is not our strong suit, I guess. Everyone loves attending social events that Yuki hosts. Okay. They became good friends. Morgan is outgoing. Morgan is beautiful. Look at Morgan. I love Morgan so goddamn much. Enthused about magic. Share a brilliant invention. Now what do you want to do? Chat with Morgan. Hug. Hug your dad. Hug Morgan. The look on Morgan's face was like, I mean, I guess. It was actually super cute. I can't help it. Look at this. I love Morgan so much. Look, we all have the townie or the they're like the EA created Sims that we sim for, okay? There's a one that you just love. As some people love the pancakes, some people like the goths. I will just be a Morgan stan for the rest of my life. I love fucking Morgan. Oh, you know what? It's been wonderful to spend time with you. We've made some great memories and we'll make many more, I'm sure of it. Morgan, I love you. You're so great. Anyway. Potion mishaps. Flaunt about knowledge. He's a sage, you're a sage. You know, okay, and he feels the same way about Morgan. It's just beautiful. I love it so much. Oh, there you go, my beautiful Morgan. Goodbye, precious. Elphaba's dead. Do you think that she's... Oh, she's still the sage of, mischief magic. She's just dead. And we've just decided that we're going to play the violin. I mean, these are not that exciting. Like, I'm not gonna lie. We have to go, we have to battle the sage for this, and that is basically all we were doing here. We battled Elphaba, and then the next time we're with Yuki, we'll battle Simeon, and then we'll battle Raiden, and hopefully we don't have to do it 500 times. Raiden will be easy because he's got no magic skill. Like, whatever. You want to buy a violin. You kind of have one in your inventory. You got it as a gift. Make a prank call. Oh, we're getting money for this. Okay, you know what? We're just going to stand there and do this for a few minutes. Next time will actually be with, Gale again. Wait. Yes. We'll be with Gale. We'll get the last bits of Gale and Lachlan, stories. Oh, is Simeon coming out here to punch us in the face because we killed Elphaba? We better run. I feel like after he killed Elphaba, he wouldn't just be hanging around here. But, you know, shh. I don't think he would have been talking to Elphaba. Like, well, he might have gone and Simeon would have seen him talking to her, but he wouldn't know that Yuki and Elphaba went off to battle, to duel, and that he then, you know, killed her. So he's over there like, I wonder where Elphaba went.
Nappin' ball.
Yeah, he's like, have you seen her? I've been trying to find her. Morgan's like, not a clue. Morgan's like, hiding, not talking to anyone. He's like, no, Yuki and I were talking. Especially when he like, I just love seeing Morgan, and it just makes me so sad to just... I just, see. He's feeling suspicious. He doesn't look it. He looks like he's nice. It's actually kind of funny that one of them is evil. Elphaba is evil and he's mean, or he's evil and she's mean. One of them's evil and one's mean, and that's just fucking funny. I wish we could swim in this. I want to swim in this. I want to have a mermaid sim come here and just swim in this motherfucking river. I know that they would probably like fall off the edge, but I kind of just want them to like... I wish that like this area, you know, that you could like swim over here. Maybe even just to here, you know, and then they'd turn around, swim under the bridge and just swim over it, like, just to make a small part of it swimmable. You know? Because it's just, this place is so goddamn pretty. I don't know. I love this world. I know it's not really a world that we can live in, but like, don't you kind of want to? I kind of wish we could, like, look at this shit. It's dark all the time, and there's a moon and like whatever the fuck that is. It's like an orb because you can see right through it, but like... just like how fucking pretty it is. Although we never go over there. That's the dueling grounds. We never go over there, but... that's right. Anyway. We're making fucking money. Did Morgan give us money? I bet he did. See, Simeon's like going downstairs looking for Elphaba. He's like, where the fuck did she go? Maybe no one can see her ghost yet. She hasn't learned how to manifest. Kind of forgot there was also a downstairs area down here. Did I know this was down here? I feel like I must have, but I always redo this, like, or I always, like, replace this lot. But I'm like, there's a bar down here. Was this always here? I don't use this one. I mean, I remember this, and I remember Morgan's area. Like, but this lot is so fucking boring. Anyway, we should send Yuki home. Put your thing away. Go home. We'll go grab something to eat. It's like 5 a.m. You're probably like, actually do need to sleep. Yeah, you do. Time here is so bizarre because it just seems to... like, we've been here so long. I cheated his needs up when he was battling Elphaba, and it was like, and your needs are already like, we've been here so many hours, and it just feels like we've been here for like a sim hour, couple of hours, not like an entire day. I don't know. Anyway, so go get something to eat. Okay, maybe just come over here and get leftovers. How about that? How's the cat? Kitty cat's fine. Shadow was fine. You are going to eat something. Of course, now you need to probably change clothes because... that's the only thing. He put on his winter clothes here because it's winter. But then when you go to the magic realm, it's kind of like hot, and he's like doesn't know how to change out of them. It's kind of like, shouldn't they change according to like the weather in the world that they're in? But like, why doesn't it work in the magic realm? Like, I feel like the magic realm was like, nah, we don't. Anyway. Well, if you're napping, you can go super speed. Why are we not going faster? Is someone here? Because if you're, like, sleeping, that we should be going, like, super duper speed, but... weird. Nobody's here. Unless they're invisible. You know what I mean? Like... even if he's napping, they should be like zooming through, and it's not. I don't know. Anyway, why don't you actually come over here and go to sleep for a second? We really don't have anything else to do. I have to do a little bit of catch up on stuff, so I know that this part is like super fucking short. But we did what we wanted to do. We killed Elphaba. And next time we'll hang out. No. Go away, lady. Did he not flush the toilet after? There you go. You gotta learn to flush the toilet after you use it. Jeez, it's gross. Anyway, yeah, so it's super short compared to what we normally do. I mean, not really. It's like 15 minutes short. It's still 2/3 of the length that we normally get to, but, you know, go ice skating. Pin that. I don't know if we'll do it, but like, whatever. But next time, so starting next week on Tuesday, we will be with Gail. We'll get some more of that story, blah, blah, blah. And then next Thursday, we'll be back here with Yuki, and that's where we will have him battle Simeon. And hopefully it doesn't take as long as it did with Elphaba, because how did you lose that? I don't know. I guess heated duel is not your forte. You need to be like, I don't know. He did fine when he did like for ingredients or something, but heated just made more sense, but like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.